Hello everybody and welcome back to Hearts of Iron, where we are still working on pushing our way through North America, but it's going quite well now. We have definitely been making progress. We're doing very well, actually. I didn't even notice that our supplies shifted over here, but I mean, our front line up here is substantially different now. So we do have a lot more supplies available here, but we also need fewer supplies. So overall, we are starting to see pushes coming out of Texas as well. That is absolutely wonderful. What is not wonderful is this mess of a front line. We're going to go ahead and... honestly, we're going to retract these guys' front line. So we're going to tell them that their front line doesn't need to be quite this long. They can bump it back all the way, for now, to here. Excellent. What just happened? Is this just a visual bug, or what's going on here? I think this is just a visual thing. This is just the army group. I'm a little confused, though. I'm hoping that it'll fix itself. Like, maybe when the line changes. It looks like we are making some level of progress here. So, that'll be, hopefully, a good thing. I mean, we could redo this line, but I would prefer not to. This line changed up here, but that's not the line that we're looking to change. It looks like it is about to change here. Okay. It just looks like this. Sure. 138 divisions. That's the right amount of divisions, I think. That said, we do need to move this division in over to here. And so we shall. Okay. I mean, it looks different, but I think it's okay. I suppose one thing we could do is we could just edit this front line like this. Move it back. And then re-edit it like that. Interesting. Okay. So it fixed when we did it like that. So I mean, this is all one state, right? So we may as well just have it be boom, like that. Okay, that'll work. I'm not concerned about that. Hopefully we'll get pushed into Vicksburg this episode. That would be amazing if we did. We're making progress on this front. There's no doubt about that. Let's take a look at our infrastructure. Wyoming, we can construct Montana, and interestingly, also in Oregon. I like that. That is fantastic. That's a lot of infrastructure to be built. We're going to definitely prioritize working on that infrastructure, and it looks like we already are. Wonderful. Yeah, constructing these additional, fallback line forts is a low priority, but it's not the worst thing. We are capturing additional military factories, and we'll continue tossing those at artillery, I guess. Not like we really need anything else, at least not right now. We might later. But if we take a look at our logistics, we can see we've got plenty of artillery currently being... well, actually, we're losing some artillery, but we have a surplus. Anti-tank, we have a surplus, a big one. Motorized, a big surplus. Light tank, we've got a moderate surplus. We might have to start up production of light tank relatively soon. Okay. Look at all that infantry equipment. Bonkers. Okay. How are we doing on our pushes here? Quite well, actually. We've pushed them entirely out of this supply zone, and that is just magnificent. We struggled so hard to get them out of this supply zone. But now that that's done, we're honestly super set. We have free civilian factories right now. That's okay. I'm not too concerned about it. And we're just continuing to push these guys up. Like, this is not going well for them at all. Not in the slightest. I'm interested in seeing how this handles this end over here. Like, our front line is just there. Okay. Well, that explains it, because it's just going to push up, basically due north, and we'll have to redo this offensive line later on. But that's okay. We fully expected that. How are we doing over here? This needs some editing. Let's check the logistics zones here. Okay, yeah. I think that we should pull this line out of this logistics zone. So let's go ahead and grab that, and we'll just edit this back to be like that. But this is all part of one logistics zone, right? Yeah. So we should edit it all the way back to here. So we'll pull this line back like that. And then this line gets pulled slightly forward to be like that. And now this has that awkwardness. I think that's caused by this being held by America. It's definitely awkward. Hello! They nuked us. I really don't care. Like, it's fairly irrelevant. I mean, I think we did lose 5 divisions from it, but, you know, whatever. I honestly don't care. We're going to have additional divisions done quite soon. These are going to be completed in October, so like next month. That's wonderful. I really don't care. Oregon is likely not going to capitulate for quite a long time. Let's see, that's Ming up there. Noted. Yeah, with this being Oregon's new capital, they're not going to capitulate for a while. That's fine. Pueblo, on the other hand, they might capitulate when we take Vernon. Let's see where they're at. Pueblo. Oh, they just capitulated. Perfect. I mean, we're not going to hold all this, I don't think. This is super awkward. Yeah, look at this front line. We're actually kind of concerned about this front line, actually. We definitely need to extend this. So let's go ahead and extend this front line up like that. We're going to need people headed up there. Okay. And then we'll also probably have to take Oregon's area back here. I'm going to tell this infantry division, just head over here and grab this. There. They don't seem to have anyone over there, so hopefully that'll be fine. I'm a little surprised they haven't tried to launch naval invasions behind our front lines. Like, we're not really defending against that. But, okay. If they don't want to, I'm not going to correct them. And let's see. It is this unit that's on its way over. Let's check in on our infrastructure. We can definitely make more of that. Wonderful. Build all the infrastructure. That's what we're looking for. Oregonian Columbia here is its own state. The victory point is Vancouver Island, though. Okay. That's fine. We're going to have that momentarily. And we'll be able to start infrastructure creation over here as well. There we go. Perfect. Vicksburg is definitely looking like it's going to fall soon. I like that a lot. I like that a whole lot. Looking at this logistically, we can see that this is a little bit awkward. There's no doubt about that. But I think it's okay, as is. I mean, there is... Is there any confusion about this? Where's our border here? Ah, here. So this front line definitely does need to get changed. Down to there. Okay. There we go. That'll do. Wait, hang on a moment. These guys are going to be stretched mega thin. Yeah, they should not be anywhere near this far up. We're going to back off this border line here. We're going to back this all the way up to like here. Like that. these guys should be responsible over here. And we're going to move their front line to be all the way up here. We're going to continue moving it until it is here. Okay. It'll take some time to get realigned like that, of course, but I absolutely don't want these guys to be responsible for that much territory. Especially when they're pushing up over here super hard. So that's wonderful. How are we doing on our construction? We are making progress. And that's what we like to see. At this point, North American resistance is pretty much crumbling before us. Now we are realigning our lines here, so we may see a few losses here and there. But that is, of course, to be expected. Overall, this is going very well. We're making extreme progress over here, actually. And yeah, you were automatically redirected back to the front. That's what we like to see. And we're going to be seeing more capitulations pretty soon. I just find it so awkward that there's... Oh, hang on a moment. America has a port now. I'm going to cancel this Lend-Lease. And I'm going to send them a new Lend-Lease of 1,500 convoys. Okay, let's see if that now allows us to demote them. We have plenty of political power to make this happen. No worries on that front. Because I would definitely like to control this. Oregon has capitulated. Great. Ah, this front line needs adjustment. We'll go ahead and adjust this front line to include this. Can we not? I want to edit this defensive line to include this over here. I guess because this state is already on this defensive line, it's okay. Just a little bit awkward. Okay. Wonderful. Oh, we've definitely seen more capitulation. And let's take a look at America here. Yeah, we're still not really able to do much here. I want to maybe toss in some infantry equipment, like some old infantry equipment. Can I do this by 100? I can do it by 50. I don't seem to be able to do it by 100. Okay. This is not very much. Can I just type this in? I want to type in like 200,000. That's 20,000, 200,000. Okay. Excellent. Yeah, we're still trying to get them out of there, but that's fine. They just have an awkward patchwork of stuff that I don't want them to necessarily have. Okay, how are we doing on our infrastructure? We can build additional infrastructure here and here. Perfect. We have free military factories, and we will toss those at making additional advanced artillery. Beautiful. How are we doing over here with our compliance? It doesn't really seem to be changing all that much, does it? I mean, maybe it's just very, very slow. Yeah, 0.001%. Mostly reduced by high compliance. Okay. Noted. Yeah, this is like where we originally invaded South America. Why did I just see planes going down over here? Oh, we still have air superiority fighters over here? Awkward. Oh well, I don't really care. Man, we're capturing a lot of military factories now. They're just collapsing. There's very little they can do. And realistically, our air support doesn't even seem to matter. Like, sure, we don't really have all that much going on over here. We should probably get some over the Midwest. So we should probably toss in some jet fighters over here. And we'll just toss in a wing of 1,000 of those. Wait, what am I doing? We have full control over the West Coast right now. We can move these guys over to... We can move this wing over to here. And then they're going to do the Midwest. And we can move this wing over to here. And they're also going to do the Midwest. We already have air superiority over central USA, so that's great. And we're not really fighting anywhere else. So let's get some air superiority over the Midwest, and that will help us tremendously. Once those get moved over, we should start seeing at least some lack of dominance on their part. Yeah, we're doing much better. They have a lot of fighters over here. Like, a lot of fighters. Noted. We can move this fighter wing over to, say, this base. And then from there, just barely reach Western Canada. If we're going to do that, though, I would rather have them come up here and reach Western Canada. Okay. This transport wing is kind of irrelevant now. These guys could move up to, say... I mean, we could just simply repair or build additional airbase levels over here. That's something we should probably do. These guys can hop into this army. Excellent. And we're just going to keep piling our new troops in over here. Oh, we've got more. There we go. Excellent. And now if we look at our air superiority, it honestly doesn't matter how many we lose, as long as we're inflicting losses on the enemy, because they can't keep up the production that we can. That's the simple fact of the matter. And they're definitely beginning to lose. So that is great. I wouldn't mind moving this fighter wing. In fact, we could move this fighter wing up here and have them come up to Western Canada as well. Excellent. And I suppose we could move some of the wings over here. It's a close air support wing. This is a fighter wing, and we could park it over here and have it come out to the Midwest. And are you on air superiority? Yes, you are. Wonderful. So Vicksburg is incredibly close to falling at this point. However, we don't appear to be getting any autonomy reduction from America. Possibly because they capitulated? Possibly. So the question is, how do we get them to uncapitulate? Do we have to, like, retake their capital or something? Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to think about that. That might do the trick. We should probably look into this because this is probably just a giant mess. Yeah, indeed it is. We need to back off on one of these front lines, and it is this front line that needs to back off. This one needs to back off to here. And then this front line, we do not need this ridiculous overlap. Wowzers. Okay, let's definitely back this off. We'll need to go a little further than that, so we'll need to take it to here, right where that logistics zone meets. Excellent. And we are having a bit of a supply issue up in the Dakota region. That is slightly problematic. Let's take a look. Ah, we need more infrastructure to be built here. Ah, makes sense. We can get additional infrastructure up here and up here. And so we shall. We haven't yet taken Louisiana. We're very close, though. And we're right next door to Vicksburg. I have a feeling that when we take Vicksburg, Chickasaw will capitulate. How close are they? That's Chickasaw, America. Chickasaw is 60% towards capitulation. Okay, they may not capitulate from losing their capital, but they're going to be very close. We have a free dockyard. That is unusual. We'll go ahead and toss in construction, I guess, of an additional submarine. There we go. I mean, we don't have any resources to make them, right? But that's okay. As of right now, we don't need them. And once we do need them, I'm hoping that we will have sufficient supplies. That said, I really wish that this was coming up at a rate that was not, you know, just awful. Absolutely awful. Oh well, it'll get there eventually. And it's pure conjecture that that's how it gets cored. I don't know that that's the case. Yeah, this is going to be forever messed up, this border, isn't it? That said, this lake is a natural boundary. You don't need to be up here at all. Like, just straight up delete this order. Everybody should be assigned over to this, but we don't need to be in delete order mode. Everybody should be assigned to this. Okay. There we go. Everybody's kind of moving around, and that's unfortunate, but it'll have to be okay for now. How are we doing on our infrastructure? We can build additional infrastructure, and so we shall. Man, we're making fast progress now. I'm very, very happy to see that. Things are going extremely well at this juncture. We do need more military factories thrown at something. And we're just going to continue throwing them at advanced artillery for now. I'm going to put those up here. And then we're also going to have advanced anti-tank maxed out. And we're going to go ahead and throw in some light tanks. And we're just going to place these up top here. Like, beyond what we've already queued up here. And then we're going to just plop them in like that. Excellent. So that way we will have some light tanks getting made. There should be plenty of light tanks, in fact. Wonderful. Has Vicksburg fallen? Not quite yet. We're having a bit of a hard time getting across this river. Fair enough. But this is still going incredibly well. Like, absolutely wonderfully. These guys are definitely arrayed along a pretty long line. These guys are... I honestly feel like this line is a little bit on the shorter side. But that said, we're doing extremely well over here. So that is great. It is, however, about time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode... Did I see... No, I did not. Next episode, we are going to potentially complete, at this rate, our push across North America. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.